was awesome.
Did you get it?
Oh, I got it. Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo 2. And like I just showed you in that little video, that's the kind of weather that I've got going on out here today. So I'm trying to get one of these videos done because I've got another storm front coming by here in a little while. And so I'm trying to do one of these before it comes by again because I'm not sure whether I'll lose power or not. So yeah, dude, truth be told, I used to be super freaked out by thunder and lightning. Like, I just couldn't. What the hell is an Alcyon? I don't know what that is. What the fuck is that? I've never even seen that kind of car before. Is that even in here? Do they sell Alcyons in here? I'm gonna have to probably buy one. Damn it. So yeah, I used to be super freaked out by thunder and lightning. Couldn't handle it whatsoever. I don't know what car that is. I'm not gonna be able to even do that. Huh. Praise a challenge. I probably have one of those, I'll bet. There's no way I don't have one of these somewhere. Where are you at? I know you're here. There you are. It's the sedan. We'll do it though. I've got it. Might as well put it to good use. So, yeah, when I was a little kid, I just couldn't handle it for the life of me. Whenever I knew there was thunder and lightning, I would essentially run and hide because I was a little bitch for that. And there are people that could sympathize with that. I mean, thunder and lightning, some scary shit. But with that, like, as I got older, and actually what really happened within the last, like, year or so, I got to the point where I actually like it now. Like, it sounds cool, and it looks cool, and I mean, that was like right on top of where I was at. Like, that was, like, instantaneous. So it was something, man. Like, it was weird because I wore shorts, and I wore, you know, just a regular t-shirt to work today, and I had like sunglasses on because it was sunny this morning, and it was like even kind of warmish a little bit, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes Mother Nature popping off saying, hey, I got an idea. I'm bringing my good friend Zeus over, and he's kind of pissed off at the world. He had a couple too many beers to drink, and now he's got some words to say to everybody. With a bunch of the lightning bolts and the thunder and the rain and the people not knowing how to drive in it like a bunch of fucking idiots. So that's what that is. It was so wild. Like, my car, and I mean, you guys have seen my car. I drive a little tiny Honda Accord, and it's not like that car is really, you know, built to thrive in this type of weather. It is not a good thing. And, you know, I think the worst part of the entire thing was I had to go run the deposit over to the bank. And so I get out of my car and I just go sprinting in there because the rain is just outrageous at this point. Like, I could barely even see in front of me. And so I get out and I just start booking at full speed. End up stepping right in a phantom puddle. Why are all these chevrons keep throwing me off, man? I keep thinking that they're going to point me in the right direction, and they're not, because we're obviously doing this backwards. And, yeah, dude, I stepped, like, full on into a phantom puddle, and I just got water all the way up into my shoe, and so then I got wet socks, dude. There is nothing worse than wet socks. That is just one of the most uncomfortable feelings, and then it makes that weird-ass sloshing noise. Every time you take a step from that point, it's just doing that. Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate when you do that. But yeah, dude, the lightning and the thunder was awesome. Like, I probably had one of the prime locations to check it out from where I was at, because I was under an awning. And yeah, dude. But watching people trying to drive in that was the worst, because there were other people driving, you know, tiny cars like mine, and they were stalling everywhere. You know, they were Joseph stalling all over the lands. And there was like this kid that he had a truck, so, you know, oh, I've got a truck, I don't worry about my car sinking in here. And the parking lot at my work was just like flooded all the way up past the curb and everything. And so this kid in his truck, he's like driving laps around the parking lot, just like spraying water up everywhere. And he's like 15 or 16. He's obviously 16 years old at least. He was probably like 18 years old, let's be honest, because he was probably one of the high school kids that goes to the high school that's right behind my store. And he's like sitting there driving around in circles, trying to drive all fast and think that he's a badass because he's got his fat friend with him that, you know, has got his hat on sideways, like kind of sideways, and he's got the flat bill or whatever. And I can just see them. They got their thing all rolled down. They're just like, oh no, this is so much fun. Shoot, I did it again. No, actually, I got a really good rebound out of that. Could have been way worse. But yeah, I hate that it's so weird that, you know, Oregon is such a polar, it's like such a strange state in the fact that the weather, it can be so weird at times, where it can be so nice out and then so incredibly awful in the same day. And just there's so many people that they don't know how to drive in it. They don't know how to act when it happens. They just like, people think that like this is the first time that it's ever happened when it rains a whole bunch. Everybody's just like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. And it's like, fucking calm yourself. Like, this happens every year. It's like everybody's got like seasonal amnesia or something. Just cool your jets. But it was wild, and so I'm preparing for another wave of this stuff. But the best part of the whole scenario, the whole Melokinesis, is that I am busting out the sweatpants. I'm busting out the sweatshirt. We're going winter weather right now, and this is exactly what I've been waiting for a long time. That's why this is like my favorite time of year. Like, I love summer as much as the next guy. Don't get me wrong, but okay, hold on a second. I want to figure out what this whole Alcyon thing is. I'm probably not even pronouncing it right, but what type of car is that? Like, I don't even know what it is. Let's see if there's like some type of other name that these are going by. Like, is there like a generic brand name, or are we just going by the Tylenol here, or what? Subaru SVX. So that's what it is, huh? All right, that's what I needed to know. A Subaru SVX. I can probably get rid of this Impreza now, can't I? I don't really need it anymore. So we'll get rid of that. Why not? Let's sell it off. Sounds like a good idea to me. Make a little bit of money out of it. And then we'll go out and buy another one. But yeah, I love summer. Don't get me wrong. I love the sun. I love the hot weather. I love the girls wearing minimal amounts of clothing because that's what you do during the summer, and it's great. I love that type of thing. But, I mean, call me crazy. Where are these SVXs? I don't know where they're at. They're like nowhere in here. Are they in here? There's got to be something. Okay, there's just nothing there. Absolutely nothing. So we're not going to deal with that. We're not going to deal with that manufacturer right now. It's just not worth my time. I'm not going to go through that whole problem. Ooh, interesting. GTRs only. Well, I think I might have one of those. For me, I think that I love the idea that when it's cold, there's always another way that you can warm up, instead of it being, you know, because when it's really hot out, there's only so many ways you can cool down. I mean, I'm not wrong, am I? And there's only so many ways that you can remove clothing to try to cool down. So, I don't know, after a little while, it's just like, I don't know, you're just stuck being hot. I mean, if you're sitting there naked in your room and you're still sweating bullets, then I don't know what to tell you. It's too hot. So can I get in here with one of these bad boys? I can, alright. You're gay. Being gay is okay. I'm just not a gay. Homophobic Batman. Love it. Ooh, somebody sent me something on Snapchat. What the hell is it? What do you want, Annika? You have a massive migraine, apparently. Well, that sucks for you! Yeah. No. Yes, keep it right there. Keep it all in the family. So, yes. By the way, the thing I'm most excited about, outside of everything that I just said that I was most excited about, so I kind of inadvertently lied to all of your guys' faces just now, is my mom made baked spaghetti. It's kind of a family recipe and whatnot, but I am super pumped about it because she doesn't make it very often. It's kind of like a chicken chalupas thing that I told you guys about last week, and it's not a very common occurrence when it happens, but it's super good. Just look, I'm sure there's recipes for it everywhere, but try it. If you've never tried baked spaghetti before, man, you have been missing out on life. I mean, you're going to have it, and semen is going to fly out of your genitals. Even if you're a girl, it's going to happen anyways. you're gonna have a dick just spawn out of nowhere out of your body, and it's just gonna start spraying things like a sprinkler, like the ones where they go. It's gonna be like that, like at that same rate. You're just gonna be like, oh, it's so good. I don't know what to do. Okay, we're good. At the risk of me getting in another car wreck here. Oh, dude, I forgot. Football just started today. Yes, awesome, great, grand, wonderful, and somebody is sending me a message on Facebook. I should have closed my damn browsers, man. I don't know why I didn't do that. I apparently have a Facebook stalker, and she's got this thing in her head where she just wants to send me like 50 goddamn instant messages a day on Facebook, and I mean, God, I hate being that kind of guy that just doesn't like respond back. Like, I feel like if I want to get my point across to the person that I don't really want to talk to them, like I have to go out and talk to them. But then there's those people that even though you tell them that you don't want to talk to them, because of the fact that you responded to it in the first place, somewhere in their mind they're going to twist that around thinking, oh my God, he actually responded to me even though he said no. That means he still wants to talk to me. And so I'm going to keep on sending him messages because at some point he's going to break down and he's going to talk to me. And it's going to be, and then all of one in my mind. Oh, I love that commercial. Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Well, let's find out. A 1, a 2, a 3. 3. And I think all of them were 3. Oh no, oh no, oh no. We're gonna be okay. By the way, I guess I have essentially the weekend off. I have to work on Sunday, but I got tomorrow off, which is weird because I don't normally have Fridays off, and so I don't really know what to do with myself. I just realized that again. But then Saturday, I got a wedding to go to. It's nice though because I'm not actually physically in the wedding, which makes it even better because I don't have to go out and spend the money on buying a tux. Because I hate doing that. I hate buying a tux and I hate having to return it because I always feel like I'm missing something every single time I go out and get one of those. Every single time. So it's something, I'll tell you what. But yeah, it's for one of my really good friends. I've known him for a long time. He's been with this girl for like 5 years, so it's about damn time that they decided to tie the knot and get that tax break, you know. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. The problem is I don't really know much of the information at all about anything that's going on with that. Like I don't know, like he hasn't really told anybody like much of anything about that entire process. I mean, for like weddings, I feel like, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but weddings are way more for girls than they are for guys. I mean, not saying that like the whole thing isn't important, but I mean, obviously the ceremony's much more about like what the girl looks like. You know, everybody wants to know what she looks like in dress, and everybody wants to see that whole thing going down. Ooh, sexy. Oh, okay. Yep, the yellow, super tight. And is that black or is it green? Because it kind of looks a little bit green, but it's probably black. So, yeah, dude, it's really, I mean, everybody's paying attention to her. They're definitely not paying attention to you, let's be honest. Unless it's like your own family, they're probably paying attention to you to an extent. But most of the time, they're like, ooh. I mean, how many people are going to be like, oh, you remember their wedding, man? He looked absolutely outstanding in that tux. It's more like, oh, she looks so pretty in the dress. Oh, no, not this race. No. Not Grindelwald. Oh, no. I don't think I've done it with a car that's fast. Have I? Maybe I did. But I feel like hey, little asshole. You're trying to cut me off over there. You little jizz sack, you. But yeah, I don't feel like anybody really ever remembers what the guy looks like. But they're not supposed to, really. Like, that part of it's for the girl, I mean, really. And so it's all about just, you know, being there because you're supposed to be there, and because, I mean, obviously it's a pretty serious thing. I mean, it's not the kind of thing where you're like, oh yeah, hey, couldn't make it. Could you get me like a substitute for that one? Could I get like a substitute groom, please? Alright, This is one that I gotta concentrate on it a little bit, just because I really despise this race a lot. It's definitely not, it's really not that bad actually though. I mean, especially for having as fast of a car as I have, you'd think I'd be struggling a little more with this, but this is the area where I will struggle, is in this little zone where we got all those little windy ass turns going through the old German house land, going through good old Gaylord Hauser's place. Even though I'm pretty sure that's... No, I'm pretty sure that's German, actually. It sounds kind of German. Oh, gosh. Here we go. Away we go. Ah, gosh. This is definitely the exact opposite of how people were driving today during that whole thunderstorm. Everybody was going like 2 miles an hour, and... Dude, there were cars stalling. I know I said it already, but... And, like, it's not that they were just stalling places, but they were doing it in the worst places you could do it. Like, I'm talking middle of an intersection. I'm talking, like, right out front of a McDonald's. Haha, that's what you get for being fat. Drive into your McDonald's with the parking lot overflowing with water and you didn't notice it, and then your car stalls. And it's just like, haha, this is what you get for being a fat ass. Woo! Oh. Well, look at this little rainbow trout thinking he can overtake me like that. How dare you? Sir and or madam. I'm gonna take my rightful spot back on top of the old castle here. Oh, there are train tracks right next to that. That's kind of cool. But yeah, dude, going to the bank was the worst part. I mean, obviously besides me doing the phantom puddle thing, but my car almost stalled in there because they're so like the puddles were so deceiving looking. Like they didn't seem like it was that bad until I drove through it, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's like almost, you know, 4/5 of the way up my tire, like up my wheel well, and I was like, oh no! I remember at one point I was doing it, and I remember actually like yelling to myself because I thought my car was just gonna like turn off, and I was like, this was a terrible choice! What are you thinking? And then I made it through there, and I was like, oh, okay, that's not so bad. We did good. All right, we won again. That's what I'm talking about right there. Alright, well, we knocked out a couple of things today. We got through the... I mean, I still don't know where the hell we're going to find one of those Alcyon cars or whatever. So, at least we got one of the Subaru things done. We got, you know, we got the Nismo race done. Oh my gosh, these people need to shut up. One of these days they'll leave me alone. However, I've run out of time for now for a couple of reasons. A, because it's a regular-sized video. It's, you know, a good 17 minutes of good racing fun. And then... I need to get this uploaded and done as quickly as humanly possible. What the hell is going on over here? Oh, okay, dude, these guys have inner tubes right now. These guys are sick. I know exactly what they're doing. In my neighborhood, there's like this area where there's like this huge like grass like dip where there's like a bunch of trees and like people can, you know, do whatever down there, play wiffle ball and football and stuff down there. And when I drove by it, it was like 3/4 of the way full of water, and it's like a big thing. Like it's like the size of like a community pool, and it was like full of water. And so those guys are definitely going down there to like go tubing in it right now. It's tight. I wish I had one of those. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this thing uploaded real quick before the storm makes its second coming of Christ, you know. So we'll deal with that. And this is your host AMF 1534 saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.